Hello everyone, welcome back to Dialogue, the dialogue on analog music reproduction. This is gonna be a different video. Actually, I hope to create a series of this type of video. What type? Very simple. Do brief topics or, more importantly, answer questions. Just simple questions that strike me for some reason that I find in the comments under the videos who I think are interesting for the community. Hence, I want to answer them on video. And then, obviously, as you know, in a dialogue, there's going to be a discussion in the comments. Okay, so I had this very interesting question from Brotherhood of Steel 1515, who asks, "Hey, I have a question regarding listening to music with low fidelity production and hi-fi equipment setup. As someone that collects vinyl records, I listen to heavy metal. Within heavy metal, particularly black metal, death metal, and thrash metal, and grindcore. It is not uncommon for albums to be recorded with subpar production levels, with very limited production budgets, and to people outside of the underground metal, it may sound like just a wall of noise. Within the YouTube underground metal community, there is a discussion going on as to if metalheads can be audiophiles, or if it's even worth investing thousands of dollars into a hi-fi equipment setup just so we can listen to an album that sounds like it was recorded in a basement. I know this is kind of outside of your area of expertise, but what is your take, given that you're an audiophile, on whether it's worth investing in a decent amount of money for a hi-fi setup in order to listen to music that many times has lo-fi production quality?" Very interesting question. As promised, here we are. Okay, guys, so I'm going to try to give you my take on this clearly, but it's just going to be an opinion. And then, very happily and interestingly, I would like to discuss with you in the comments below. Okay, so first of all, yes, I'm not a metalhead. I don't buy metal. My maximum height probably is the Black Album by Metallica. I do like a lot hard rock, okay? That's probably my limit. Even pretty hard rock, a lot hard rock, but I wouldn't go to metal, heavy metal. No, that's not mine. And in fact, I do understand this question. That's why I think it is interesting, because heavy metal is a little bit like the emblem of lo-fi, not low quality, lo-fi, low fidelity music, where you don't have those nuances, for example, of jazz or classical music or chamber music or things like that. That's rather objective, okay? What are the problems or aspects we have to keep in mind? Now, first of all, compression in most productions, probably not the ones here referring to, the low budget, because you're not going to retouch too much in the mix and the mastering process if you do that. Or maybe you're just recording and putting it out. Thanks to all these digital opportunities, it's easy. But you should do a little bit of editing in that sense. As you can see, this is a very simple video with noises, so don't pay attention. It's just very direct, okay? Nothing too polished. Another aspect that in fact, coming back to compression, we have to remember that one of the most compressed albums of all time is that the last or the one before released by Metallica, for example. They say that you just have a complete brick wall sound wave. I mean, that's typical. Why this is so? Because if you would record and kept if you were able to, it's not that simple, to keep the full dynamic range of a metal session or metal concert, I mean, the dynamics would be so huge, you would have a great issue listening to that anywhere, from a record to a CD to streaming and things like that. Hence, also there is a reason why you kind of do a homogeneous compression, a normalization, in order, maybe some limiting, in order to have, no, surely some limiting, in order to have something a little more easy to reproduce, okay? Unfortunately. But a lot of people do choose vinyl records because the mastering is much more forgiving than digital media. That's another firm point. A lot of people love metal on vinyl. First of all, for this reason, the compression is different. Vinyl mastering is just more, less compressed, more forgiving, as I said, just more pleasing. Why is it pleasing? Second point, because in most cases, and I'm sure a lot of cases of heavy metal, the top is rolled off. They do that even in normal albums. So you can bet that's going to happen in most cases in metal albums. So at that point, once again, the experience is going to be a little more euphonic. Because even if you're a metalhead and you love it nice and strong and boomy, obviously at a certain point, the ear is going to start to, your body is going to start to have fatigue, listening fatigue. So it's just more pleasing and engaging to have that top a little rolled off, which is also taking place, as we said, in vinyl records. So, coming to the question of, does it make any sense to have a high-fidelity system dedicated to this type of music? Well, I must admit that the answer is high-end, because he's talking about high-end. The answer, in my opinion, is no. No, it does not make sense. If you're mainly or only listening to that type of music, I don't think a high-end is necessary. No, I don't. You really need that for that resolving type of system to understand better the nuances, the subtle aspects of different types of music. That's just the way it is. Though I do recommend a quality system, okay? I'm not saying there's not only high-end or low-end. There is a quality middle ground that is absolutely something to pursue, even if you're listening to metal. Because apart from the fact there is also high-quality metal, like the albums from Tool have great quality. I mean, there's a lot of also nuances and little detailed aspects that are part of the album. In fact, those are the most soft passages. But in any case, I just think that it is fair and it's a good idea to get a quality source, amp, speakers, etc., etc., whatever it is. Absolutely, for any type of music. No question about it. Okay, guys. Please leave your comments here below, and remember that music is born analog. Bye! Well, guys, if you're enjoying my videos and you're enjoying my channel, please consider to subscribe by clicking the black and white logo here below. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll never miss an episode and you will become a true member of the analog community.